Hi, this is Alan with Reflex Protect, and in this video you're going to learn a barricading strategy, how to stack from the door to an immovable object when all you have is your own bodies. Barricading is a strategy that can keep you alive by denying a killer access to your location. And what I mean by barricading is we know there's a threat outside. We close the door. And we may lock the door if we can, or maybe the door can't be locked. But even if it's locked, barricading gives us an extra layer. Now the ideal is to have something against the door and all the way to something that you cannot move, whether it's a wall, a super heavy desk, a bookshelf. If you create that chain, there's no way they're opening this. If your location is not set up where you can do that, just piling anything in front of the door gives you an extra barrier. It takes that person that much longer to get inside the location, which allows you to escape out of a window or out of another exit. It allows you to prepare to take him out if he does breach your barricade. So anything we can place in front of here will help, and it'll be one more layer. Ideally, yes, all the way to something that's immovable. If you don't have the ideal situation, just do what you can. All we're trying to do is buy time where the law enforcement stops him outside, or we escape, or we better prepare to stop him ourselves if he gets in. This strategy was used successfully at Virginia Tech to keep people alive. We're going to form a chain from the doorway to the far wall, which is an immovable object. Now we're using this office space that has a glass wall for illustrative purposes only. In reality, this strategy would not be something you would do with this kind of office. But most offices, if they have a solid wall and a door, this strategy is something that can keep you alive. This is how we perform this strategy. When you're in your office, there's a threat outside. First thing we're going to do is shut the door. So when the door is shut, and for whatever reason, if we can lock it, great. But sometimes you're not going to be able to lock a door. So for the extra barricade, one person's going to lay down, put their feet against the door. Now if they can reach a solid object, great. If they can't, we're going to use a second person. Put the feet on the shoulders and go all the way till you brace yourself against the wall. Now what this does is it creates a chain from the door to the wall, an immovable object. So it doesn't matter how big or strong the people here in the chain are, because you're actually pushing against the far wall. And that's why it's a successful strategy, and it's much more effective than somebody just trying to do this on their own if they're small in stature and could be pushed out of the way by an armed intruder. But as long as you brace yourself against something immovable, it's going to make that extremely difficult, if not impossible, for that person to get into this room. And it'll be a successful way to keep these people safe and keep the killer outside.
I'm coming for you, Ben!
If you have questions about barricading, be sure to put them in the comments, and we'll try our best to answer them for your situation. You're in a restroom that has a door. There's a threat outside. Maybe you heard yelling, maybe you actually heard gunfire. You need to barricade this. And remember our strategy of going from the door to an immovable object such as this wall. And if you're not tall enough to reach, you can use objects such as a garbage can or anything that might be there. Often restrooms have a garbage can, so I like to teach how to use that. So we can grab that garbage can, we put it down, we brace our feet against it, and we brace against the far wall. This creates a chain to an immovable object, and we're not opening that door. Even though I'm stronger than she is, I'm not opening this door because she has created an effective chain. And that's going to keep a killer outside as well. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like our page, and share around social media. Help others be safe through the Reflex Protect videos.